What's the genesis, Mitch, for that becoming our team song? It was just in lieu of the fact that there wasn't a team song, wasn't it? They needed something to sing, and they just started singing that.
You're kidding?
Yeah.
What year? Like back in the 80s?
Was it Elf? Yeah, I think
it was Elf.
Yeah.
I think it was sort of. I only remember seeing it sort of about the
90s?
Yeah, 90s maybe, or maybe early 2000s.
Yeah, I reckon early 2000s.
Yeah, tell me what.
Yeah. What'd you say?
Yeah.
Early 2000s.
You told me with those better headphones you're going to be better today.
Yeah, yesterday you blamed the headphones. No, my headphones are wrong.
Yeah, he did too. Was that tradesman blaming his tools?
No, good. Yeah.
Yeah, but it definitely, I don't think it was around in the 80s, and I think it was, they just needed a song one night, but it's become the tradition now, hasn't it? It'd be hard to replace that.
I think someone asked them about that a couple of years ago, and they said, well, even though we don't actually have an official song, it was just the one we picked at the time, it's become iconic now. Like, we can't possibly go away from it.
Well, it makes me feel happy now when I hear it, because it's like we've won.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the change room like after it? Did all the family go in and everything? And
Yeah, wearing like media accreditation, we have to wait until I think they get some time to go in by themselves. Even the break between the Blues press conference and then Billy and Daly Cherry Evans coming in was a lot, and I could hear the sort of coming through the walls, you know. And we had to wait till they had obviously went in there, celebrated as a team. Billy obviously having his word to the players. Then they bring in the family and friends, do the yaya yippee, and then calm down. They come out and do the official press conference stuff for 10 minutes, and everyone's really well spoken. And then you go in there and it's just there's music pumping, and God, trying to find a 4XL last night.
Well, not everyone got to go in there, did they?
No.
Pretty big omission from that dressing room.
Yeah.
the
big guy. Like, I found
Explain who you were with and what happened.
I sort of swipe, show my card to get in sort of past one closed off door, and then you can head downstairs towards the operations area, the media area. Ben Ikin's there, and I'm like, I'm just going to ride his coattail. Even if I don't make the press conference, if I can get into the Queensland shed, just going behind the CEO of Queensland Rugby League. And Benny said hello to me. He said, oh, good, okay, I was shaking hands with him. I walked down, and then the Secchies pulled us up. And he said, oh, sorry, mate, I haven't got my pass. And he said, upstairs you go. And I went to sort of, he's the boss of Queensland Rugby League. Of all people, Brett Camorley, former New South Wales representative, he's there wearing a suit. I don't know what his duties are. He comes along and says, mate, he's fine. He's Queensland Rugby League. He said, he goes upstairs. He said, mate, he's the boss of Queensland Rugby League. He's trying to get into the Queensland sheds. He goes, and I'm security. He doesn't have a pass. He goes upstairs.
Oh, my God.
And Ben being Ben Ikin, like, that's fair enough. He's doing his job, and he stood there in his Queensland tracksuit without an accuratation. And I said, well, mate, if you're not getting in, I guess nobody is. Thanks, mate. I've got it on my. I'll go. I'll see you after that, Ben. Hopefully, I got in.
He let you in.
Yeah.
And
into the media section, into the press conference.
Yeah.
Not to the Queensland section yet, but the boss of Queensland Rugby League. I didn't see him for another 40 minutes, I think.
he got in eventually.
They'd eventually find a pass, someone that would come out and let him in. The big fella.
Wow, that's amazing.
That's like when Federer couldn't get into the tennis area.
Into Wimbledon.
Was it Wimbledon?
Yes.
Remember that?
No, what happened? Same type of thing.
Same sort of thing. He was down the bowels of the stadium, wasn't he? Trying to get somewhere where players go. Federer. And he didn't have his pass that the security wouldn't let him in. He was like number one in the world in tennis.
He's like, I've won this thing 8 times.
Yeah.
I've been told that nobody without accreditation can get in, and I don't care who you say you are.
Yeah.
Oh, big man with a pass,
Oh, God.